Hi, so this is going to be a really quick video, the first in a series of video where I'll be providing proof of my claims that most of Campbell River City Council and the Board of Variance, as well as some prominent local business owners, have been frequenting a racist, sexist, homophobic, classist, ableist, any marginalized group you can think of, they've targeted in this disgusting blog that I am fully convinced was created by one Board of Variance member named Ferris Sterling, and I'll get into why I believe it's him, how I know it's him, in a later video. But I just first wanted to provide the receipts for Sean Smith and Ben Lanyon. Are they council? I think they're both council. Maybe they're Board of Variance. I get these guys mixed up. I really am not that into local politics, but these are very, prominent people in our community, influential people in our community, and this can't be normalized. This can't be ignored. We can't allow this to be the way things operate. People like this that are this disgusting running things in our town. And then I believe Ben Lanyon also works for Community Futures, which is where Ferris Sterling works as a business analyst. I can't remember what Ben Lanyon does, but I've seen him on their staff page. And Sean Smith, again, I don't know that much about him, but this can't be normalized. This is almost everybody on City Council and Board of Variance and a bunch of business people that are into this disgusting shit. And nope. I think I'm gonna start a petition, change.org petition, to have everyone on City Council and the Board of Variance that has visited this site and known about it and didn't say anything about it, because it's not just the involvement. This is why I'm calling out Sean Smith and Ben Lanyon first. They were the least involved. They have the least activity on the site. Going farthest back, it's like somebody told them about this site. They visited a couple times and haven't reacted to posts for several months. So this will be the quickest, easiest video to do, but I believe that they knew about this, and then they could have called it out, and they could have said this is inappropriate. Everybody knew and everybody enabled this, and it's cowardly and it's pathetic, and it's not, what we need running this city, the kind of people we need running this city. So first of all, I'll show you this. I hope there isn't too much. There is a lot of glare. I'm going to position myself as kind of to shade this. This is one of the pages, one of the blog posts on CR Mirror, which I will post a link to on my blog in the near future. But that's the hate site that Ferris Sterling created to disparage all the minorities in town, particularly Indigenous people. I'm Indigenous, so I'm not too happy about it. The poor, the disabled. I'm poor and disabled. Really disgusting stuff. Refers to the unhoused in our community as 50 people who have never and will never, or the people that were using the warming shelter last year as 50 people who have never and will never contribute anything to society. It's just disgusting, the things that he has to say about the poor and whatever. But this one is Meet the Team. This is one that I believe Sean Smith liked, and it's so Robin Grant is one of the contributors to the local real newspaper, the Campbell River Mirror. And this is kind of making fun of her. Meet our newest, I'm not going to read this whole thing, but it's just to give you an idea. Meet our newest big city reject, Robin Rant. Robin decided to move to town after the very issue she was proud to write about drove her out of the big city. From her bio, apparently chaos is Only your problem when it happens to you. Slack press were lucky enough to afford my talents thanks to Justin Trudeau's media welfare program, where the government bails out junk media companies in exchange for someone towing the social justice warrior line. It's only a strange coincidence that my name Robin also rhymes with Robin, like Robin the taxpayer. Like, you get the idea. It's just mean-spirited. They don't like this woman because I believe she's an indigenous activist, and there's a lot of disparagement of elders and indigenous activists and land back type stuff. They're very anti-land back, very pro Aaron Gunn, who doesn't believe that residential schools were a bad thing, or that there was a genocide of the indigenous people. Very racist, very ignorant, and what's the word? I want to say white supremacist almost. But so as we can scroll down, and I'm sorry about the shaking, it's a medical condition that causes me to shake a lot. You go to the likes. I have to do it like this, but you hit the like. See, somebody liked it, right? And then I tap it to see who liked it, and it was Sean Smith, who is on, I believe, City Council. And then in the next tab, we have another article. It's local art gallery with over 200,000 in accounts. Pissed off taxpayers don't want to cover $13,000 loss. So it's just bitching about local city finance shit, and it's not particularly bigoted. This is one of the earlier ones, right from the like earlier articles that aren't that bad, and then they just get progressively worse. And so let's see who liked this one. Again, let's see. Yeah, I don't see anything particularly awful other than they're, disparaging our local writers and editor of our paper, but you can certainly criticize them. But Sean Smith likes this, as well as Bruce Reed. I think he's the Snap-on Tools owner. Bruce Wojtwick is on the Board of Variance. He is, I believe, I said the other day in another video it was Doug Chapman, but it's actually Bruce Wojtwick who is the most active on this site. He likes almost all the articles. He's always reacting to them. And then in our next tab here, this is the Ben Lanyon one, and this is the only one I could actually find a Ben Lanyon, but it just shows you everyone knows about this. Everyone except maybe Tennille Johnson and Susan Sinnott, because I haven't seen any activity from them. They're the women. I'm not surprised. This is very misogynistic, very disparaging of women, very disparaging of, disgusting. But, and then, so it's just Friday exclusive. I can't give you too many hints about the story, but let's just say I know who is responsible for the extinction of the dinosaurs. So nothing too bad. And again, this is, we'll see who likes this. And there's Bruce, of course, Bruce Wojtwick, who loves everything on this site. And, including, and then there's Ben Lanyon. So Ben Lanyon knew about this, and maybe at some point Ben Lanyon thought, this is too disgusting for me. This is very, because the one that he liked, it wasn't really bad, and it was just, and then, so maybe he thought, this isn't for me, but it's so egregiously bigoted that he should have called it out. He should have manned up and called it out. Nobody did. Everybody but Susan and Tennille knew about this. And this is not appropriate. This is not in the spirit of what our city is supposed to be about. It's mean-spirited. It's ugly. It's hateful. It's disgusting. And whoever knew about this and didn't call it out is a coward, in my opinion. And this is just the beginning. There's a lot of people on here who are very active from City Council and the Board of Variance. Bruce Wojtwick, of course, I don't know how to say his name. Doug Chapman, and Ferris Sterling, the son of the mayor, actually, Dave Dahl. Who else? There's, my memory's a little whatever, but yeah, so that's part one of my receipts video, where I'm showing proof that they all were involved in this site, the CR Mirror, which is the disgusting hate site created by Ferris Sterling. Whoops. Anyway, thank you so much for listening. Goodbye.